Hello friends, my name is Olga. I'm Ukrainian mature medical student. I'm in Italy and today we have uh, very bad day. Unfortunately, today is a Monday and a Monday traditionally for a distance study very hard for us, for our group, because schedule is like that it is very hard. And today I had to be on the 5 classes. 2 of them it's hygiene and ecology. And you see the protocol I should fill. It's a lot of numerous pages. And after that we had to join to pharmacology, 2 lessons, very hard. We had to study some like I'll just say the medicine against pain, the one that like could cause addiction, like drugs, I mean in the bad meaning of this word, like morphine, codeine, and other not like that not make this abstinence, this use to these drugs like analgin and other. But today all Ukraine is under the heavy attacks of Russia. Russian army. I got up as usual. I joined the class, but there was only 5 students of 12. And the teacher told, because of such extraordinary situation, and from this teacher I got news that something happened in Ukraine. I started to read news, but before this teacher he told me that will be no lessons today, and Dian also sent the message that because of this we will not have lessons. Okay, in some way I'm happy because Monday is very hard day, but in general I'm very upset. I'm worried. I even cannot talk now very calm. I have deep breathing a little because I'm worried about what happens in my country. I see that Italians around, they not like worry so much as me. Yes, they worry because they hear a lot of things in the news, but they do not have relatives, they do not have some connections with Ukraine, so now I'm very upset. For example, one of my group mates, he now in Ukraine, and he showed the picture of the part of the missiles that's stuck in the doors on the way to his garden. And it is the picture, maybe you can see it. And right in this moment he was in the shelter, and he did 2 tests and sent 2 tests on hygiene and ecology to class, and it's terribly, the danger was so close. I'm also reading the publics of enemy. Yes, we have some channels to read, and they very happy that they have strikes on the all territory of Ukraine. They showing the pictures that they sitting in the car on the way to terrorize and to cause horror of Ukrainians. And they said that in Zhytomyr region no light. In Zhytomyr city, it's a city that very close to Kyiv. It's the next region to Kyiv. And now they telling that now you're feeling how the people of Donbass feel that you shelled it 8 years. But I could say that this war we have today, it was already, and there was no people of Donbass all this year inside. Yes, maybe partially, but Russian army was on the territory of Donbass, and most of Ukrainians who don't want to be there, they left Donbass. So this territory was already occupied, but for the rest of the world, They told that it's bad Ukraine and they have this civilian war between parts. They said that there was just only some miners who get in the coal, ores underground, and some farmers, and they just bought heavy weapon in the stores and they protect themselves. And you understand that you cannot buy heavy weapon like tanks, like artillery in the stores, but Putin told that, and now they send that the people of Donbass. But as I told you, all Ukrainian people who wanted, who had the opportunity, they left Donbass, and the Russians population, Russians, mainly military people, occupied Donbass. Also, they show in the public video how they explode the. Also, they show the public the picture. It is Volodymyrska Street. It is the fire. It is the center of the Kyiv, not far from my first university. And they said that the missile struck and main SBU. SBU, it's like FBI, maybe, I don't know how to combine, but it's like security, main security service office. They said that they strike it, and the picture I show you, it was like near that. I don't know if we can believe it, if it's true, but they writing about this in their publics. Also another video of strike in the Kyiv, bridge of the Kyiv. I can show you this also, if you see. Sorry, it's maybe not good to see, but you see that the Kyiv bridge in the Kyiv was under attack. I'm not sure now if it is true, but actually this arc behind, if you see, maybe no, it's very bad quality, but strike behind the bridge is very similar to what we have in the Kyiv, so it could be Kyiv. Because I'm in Italy, I don't know, but I suppose that it could be true. And they said this, the moderators of this public, I think that we should strike all critical infrastructure, cut them off the lights, the water, the internet, and they also like appellate to the citizens of Donbass. As I told you, it's all fake about the citizens of Donbass, but because of people even here, some people from Donbass, they are in Italy with me, and they say that 8 years ago they left Donbass because Russians came, so citizens of Donbass, they could be in Kyiv actually. And they also hit the Lviv heating electro station in Lviv region. It's close to Poland. It's one of the most western regions, far from. Sorry, there is something. Oh, close the doors. So like Lviv now without electricity. It's the city, one of the farthest from the military actions now, and also from the long time they didn't do it, but now they ships in the Black Sea, they struck by caliber missiles. After the Moscow very big an important ship, warship, was drowned. Russian other ships, they afraid to come closer to coast of Crimea, of Ukraine, but now they did it. First for maybe a few months, I don't know, 4 or 3 months, there was no any caliber strike using the ships, but now we have it. Also, they write that there was a 7th of October, the group of international English-speaking proxies, about 10 people and officers from the American army. they tried to get Polohi in Zaporizhia region, and these Russians, they strike them, and the Russians, they did something bad with them, because this message is too long. I don't want to take your time a lot. But that's what the situation we have now. Unfortunately, the winter is coming, and I don't know what will be with Ukraine, with the heating season. The powers give people the yodid, potassium yodid. It's because it is against nuclear, like protect your gland that may accumulate the dangerous compound after nuclear explosions. So powers give to all schools, hospitals, and now we have also these strikes, and powers, they try to give for free some wood for heating, because if there will be no gas, no electricity, people could use wood just to use some very primitive oven to make fire and to cook and to heating themselves. So what kind of winter we will have in Ukraine? And here in Italy also people scared, because there was not the prices for electricity now getting higher, and the prices for gas will be just cosmic. And actually a lot of things around. I had been since the spring here in Italy. I can say that a lot of things got more expensive and expensive, so the prices go higher now. Europe is not also suffers from this war, because of this war, but of course what we have in Ukraine now, it is revenge for a Crimean bridge. It's just terrible, and maybe later I would like to share with you the consequences, what happened because of the strike, if all my group mates survive, because 7 of them was not present in the class. And as you understand that it could be very not good sign, because I don't know if they survive, if they okay, if all my teachers are in the shelter. And for example, teacher of pharmacy, she's quite old and she quite kind. This subject is very, very hard to memorize, but she always tells that I understand that it is hard for you. I want to make you understand. I want you do not afraid. I want to explain you. And so she's quite a kind-hearted person and not young. And I hope that she's okay. So I feel a lot of not pleasant. I have not a lot of pleasant feelings right now. And thank you for watching. I hope all my group mates okay, and everything will be fine, and we will see each other in the next time and in good mood. Bye.